So, folks, there's a bit of excitement in the air as the Cornwall Regional Hospital is about to reveal its new administrative block, along with several other amenities, I'm told. Joining us this morning to share with us, the Honourable Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton. Good morning, sir. Welcome to Smile. How are you?
Morning to you both. Very well, thank you very much.
This is great news. So tell us about this administrative block and tell me everything.
Well, as you know, Cornwall Regional has been a kind of Achilles heel of my own stewardship and by extension the government, because it has been plagued and fraught with all sorts of issues for a number of years, starting well before our time. And we took the decision to totally dismantle the main building and to reconstruct, if you will. So I'm happy to report that in keeping with what we had committed for a phased reopening, that the first leg that is on one floor, which is housing the administrative offices, will be open this morning officially, and of course will be occupied thereafter for the CEO and the team. So it is going to give you a glimpse of what the new Cornwall will look like. It hopefully will restore some hope for those who felt hopeless in terms of, will there ever be a day when we see the new Cornwall or the main building, because Cornwall as a hospital has been functioning and seeing patients, but that main building which had to be stripped down because of air quality and other issues. So it's symbolic and it's tangible. It's symbolic because it represents hope for the future and not too far future now that we're on the final leg. And it's, of course, a utility because we have to start with administration before we get into the wards and so on, because these are the people who have to be there to coordinate the information systems, the accounting, and all the other important features. So looking forward to it, and hopefully it will be a renewal of what will become a very modern institution in Western Jamaica and indeed in the region.
Yeah. I'm sure, sir, that this will impact service delivery quite significantly, won't it?
Yes, because, you know, what we have to appreciate is that a hospital is a plant that is run by people and has several moving parts. The staff have worked miracles over the last 5 years or so because they've had to manage service provision in less than adequate circumstances, in some instances involving significant logistics, where surgeries have to be performed at Falmouth and makeshift buildings had to be constructed on the compound. By pulling the administrative team together, placing them in a very comfortable environment, I've seen it, it's extremely modern, it looks good, it feels good, air quality good, all the other important issues. It's going to boost morale, it's going to improve the kind of feeling and motivation. And I think from that perspective, we're expecting to get some efficiencies out of it. So yes, it's a significant move for the people on the ground who has to do the work.
Yeah, I said at the top that there's excitement in the air. We're incredibly excited. I suspect the folks that will use this new building are even more excited about this.
Very much so. I mean, your team hopefully will get a chance to speak to them directly today. I'm sure your coverage will be there, your local people here in the West, and they will speak for themselves. But the preliminary feedback that I've had the opportunity to get, and others who are involved in the project implementation, is one of excitement, is one of anticipation, and a kind of sense of, oh my God, the day has finally come. I fully appreciate the impatience that have existed over time and even the critics who have voiced concerns. But I think it's important for us to recognize that this problem emerged over an extended period. In fact, air quality issues plagued Cornwall for over 15 years. It is the government of the day that decided to just take the bull by the horn and address it. So while the wait has been long, what it has actually done is made the anticipation more and the excitement more. And I'm happy for the team on the ground for the work that they have done to date.
Yeah. One of the things I'm reading here, Dr. Tup, modernized office spaces, but for me, the upgraded IT infrastructure is really one of the things that I am excited about to see happen because it improves efficiency just in the whole operation of Cornwall Regional. Can you speak a little bit about that?
Right. So you may know or recall that we have, under the health system strengthening program up to a few years ago, been going digital with patient records, storing electronically as opposed to paper-based.
Right.
That's happening at Spanish Town now. That's happening at Maypen Hospital. That is now the case at UHWI, University Hospital. With the modern buildings that are now being constructed on Cornwall campus, which is the Western Child and Adolescent, 250 beds, which is totally new. And then, of course, Cornwall. We are installing a similar setup. So efficiency-wise, it will mean that patients will come, they'll be logged, their history will be recorded electronically, stored electronically, and it drives quicker access to records, quicker decision-making based on patient history, and of course, a quicker turnaround time for treatment. And that is important. The people who drive it have to be trained. They have to be the critical purveyors of that kind of new efficiency. And placing them in an environment like the new suite that is going to be unveiled today will also help that process. So yes, it's a big part of the efficiencies of moving forward.
Yep. I know you're here to speak about what's going to happen this morning, but you said phase one. What's the next phase?
Right. So we're actually on the final phase, meaning we are now opening up over time different floors of the institution. Today is the administrative wing. In a few months, we're hoping to open some additional support systems, the data room. Dietary has to be opened up because meals have to be prepared in the location, both for Cornwall and for Western Child, the one single dietary department, and some of the administrative service delivery aspects of the building. That will happen over the next few months. Beyond that, we will continue to see floor by floor opening up into patient wards with the expected completion of a full resumption on the main building for first quarter of the new year. So it's not very long from now, considering how long we have waited. The team is in full throttle. Work is taking place on a daily basis while services are being provided. And it's really an exciting time for me personally, and I can only imagine for the team on the ground who have had to really make the sacrifice to exist and coexist in an active construction site setting.
Sounds interesting. So what time will all this happen this morning?
So it's at 10 o'clock. We will have the quick ceremony, and then we will show the media and others who attend what is on display, what the new Cornwall will look like and is looking like. And yeah, from there on, you will see a continuation of that process over time till the final completion.
Yep, I think you said it already, sir, but just before you go, remind us what's going to be on this new block, who's going to be there, and what.
Yes, it's the administrative wing, which will have the CEO and her support team. They'll carry out the overall coordination, administration, management, accounting, procurement, all the necessary behind the scenes operational brains that is required to run a hospital, which is not insignificant. And it will be hopefully a comfortable surrounding to allow them to feel a lot more, at home in doing the work that needs to be done to run the hospital.
Yeah, reception and waiting areas as well. So the hospital's customers will feel comfortable.
Congrats again, sir, and thanks for speaking with us this morning. Blessings, sir.
Thank you, and all the best to you.
Thank you, sir.
That was the Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. the Honorable Christopher Tufton. Still to come, we're going to hear all about USF's Connect JA public Wi-Fi launching at halfway tree. But first, here's our second edition of News in 5.